Recording. All right, guys, what's up? It's your boy Prime Calvin, Prime CJack 85. Any way you want to call me, you know what I'm saying? Daddy, you know what I'm saying? Calvin Castillo. You know what time it is? So, first of all, I want to welcome you guys to my channel once again. So, as you can see by the title, I'm joining the real world. I have joined the real world, and this is actually day 3. All right, so this is like the third day. Of course, like I've been able to get like more expertise from the course already. So this is basically me just like picking the stuff that I learned, like the new skills, the new mindset tips or whatever that I got from the real world. I'm going to be sharing it with you guys like in my own words and my own experience, and that's basically it. All right, so if you have not watched like my introduction video, go ahead and make sure you watch that, because that will tell you whether it makes sense or not to watch my videos of the real world. All right, so basically, guys, short summary, this is me documenting my road to 1 million euros. All right, real simple. Join the real world, have some background in sales. You guys already know what time it is. So today we have a couple subjects ready from what I learned from the past days. Luke's lessons, like this is like still in the first page, on the first, the main page of the real world. They have like a couple courses over there, and that's like mostly for the mindset, the mentality to make sure you get ready, and whenever you do start a business that you're ready to go. All right, guys, so I have like a couple notes here of stuff that I'm going to discuss, so let's just go ahead and grab that. All right, man. All right, so pushing the limit, break barriers, fast example. So there was like this lesson in the real world where Luke and Andrew, they're talking about breaking your expectation. So basically like pushing the limit, right? Guys, I have a question for you. How many times do you eat a day? How many times do you eat a week? How many times do you eat a day? Let me know down in the comments. Because me personally, I do intermediate fasting, right? So that means I eat 1 meal a day. That's it. Like the rest of the day, I do drink water. Yeah, so it is like a wet fast, but I only have 1 meal a day. So I don't know like what level you're watching this video. I don't know like where you are right now in your life, but like most people I meet and they hear about this, they're like mind blown. They're like flabbergasted. They're like, how do you do that? Like, if I don't eat, I'm going to feel irritated. I'm going to have low energy, whatever. Listen, guys, I may do intermediate fasting, but once a month, I do a 72-hour water fast. That means for 72 hours, 3 days, I'm not going to be eating. I'm just drinking, consuming water. That's it. I'm doing everything within the boundary of not breaking the fast, right? So basically just water. That's it, pretty much. Whenever people hear this for the first time, depending whether you're an expert yourself or not, okay, in fasting, I'm not an expert, but I mean, whether you practice this yourself or not, it will determine your reaction. All right, people that eat like three meals a day or more, they're going to be like, how's that possible? Guys, search it up. Fasting, search up the benefits of fasting, guys. It's, I mean, matter of fact, I have a video of this. I have a video of this. You can look at my previous video. I still had like long hair and stuff over there. You can see I made a video about fasting, and I was doing like a 72-hour water fast at the time. It has many limitless benefits for your body, for your mind, for your muscles, for your appearance, for your energy, and forever. All right. So my point is, I used to be just like you guys. I used to eat 3 times a day. I used to eat breakfast, lunch, dinner. That's simple, right? That's something you get from home. That's something you grew up with, right? You grow up with. I had the same, guys. I'm not any different. So I was eating all the time. I moved in with my girlfriend, now my wife. She was making me meals all the time. And if somebody were to tell me that I could go like 3 days, 72 hours without eating, I would be like, bro, what are you talking about? Like, it didn't make sense to me. And on top of that, like, most people will be like, how is that even possible? How are you not dead, right? Exactly. So basically, the point of the lesson I learned is pushing your limit. Is when I started fasting, is I went from 3 meals a day, I went to 2 meals a day. All right. From 2 meals a day, I went to 1 meal a day. And from 1 meal a day, I just skipped like a whole day. And when I skipped the whole day, of course, like in the beginning, I was, getting like a bit grumpy and stuff, because there's like so many stuff happening in your body, reactions. You're going to go for a peak of insulin, and using glucose as an energy source. You're going to transform over to using ketosis. So basically, in that process, if you have never experienced before, you're going to feel like a dip in energy because you don't know what's going on. All right, guys. Well, let me tell you the truth. After a period of time, you're going to transform. You're going to be in ketosis, right? You're going to be using brown and fat as your main source of energy. So you're going to notice that actually in the ketosis phase, in that energy, there is more energy than from sugar, from glucose, right, guys? That from the stuff that you eat right now. So you're going to notice that you're going to be more energetic, happier, have more stable mood. You're going to be, more sharp. You're going to be much sharper. Guys, I box 4 times a week, right? I'm in the ring. I'm fighting. So whenever I go against guys, I know these guys, they don't be fasting. I know that. Because whenever they come at me with punches, like, I see it. Like, it's so slow. They're fast, but for me, I see it coming so quickly when I'm fasting that it's easy to dodge. It's easy to counter, And I know that, like, whenever I do eat, and especially like back in the day when I started boxing, when I was eating still like junk food, donuts, whatever bullshit, sugar, I would see the punches coming, but I would not be able to react to it. So that was like a really annoying feeling, because you would see the punches coming and you would not be able to react in time. So yeah, but with fasting, I am able to react. So basically, guys, whatever you believe is possible, you believing that it's not possible for you to go without food, guys, I'm telling you, it is possible. And the same is it's exactly the same for all other stuff in your life, right? So if you think you can do as many push-ups, like for example, you can do now put 10 push-ups in a go, it might be hard for you to comprehend that one day you'll be able to do 100 push-ups in a day, but it's very possible. It's the same as if you're making 5K a month right now. It can be hard for you to digest that you're going to make 100K in a month, in the same lifespan of your life. That's very possible. Like, you have to expand your thinking, your beliefs. All right, so that's what he means with pushing the boundaries. Very good lesson I have from the real world, All right, let's go to the next one. Small wins add up, create momentum. Okay, so this is like very true, guys. I do not like, I don't like doing the dishes, right? I do not like doing the dishes. But like every time that I just did like something that I also don't really like, really enjoy, like for example, working out, afterwards for me, it's going to be easier to do the dishes, right? So for example, if my wife asked me to, clean the windows outside so we have like a clear view, whatever, right? Because I'm tall, because I'm the man, obviously I'm gonna do that, right? Okay, it's not something that I do as a hobby. I'm not excited to do it, but I'm just trying to help out my wife, so I do it, of course. And also for myself, having nice, perfectly clear windows is also a very good affirmation, right, guys? So what happens is, whenever I get everything settled, I get everything prepared to do the windows, I go ahead, I do the windows. The same day, there are like dishes to wash because we don't have a dishwasher yet. All right, guys. Right now, everything still goes old school. I'm doing it with the hand, whatever. All right. So, as soon as I finish doing the windows, even though I hate doing the dishes. I really don't like it because my mom made me do it like when I was small. I had to do the dishes every single day, bro. And I have 2 sisters. Like, come on, bro. So, whenever I do the windows, afterwards for me, it's easy to do the dishes because I'm already working. I'm already doing something, right? So, like, it creates momentum. So, whenever I do, like, for example, I wake up, I get out of bed, I do, for example, 10, 30 push-ups, 50 push-ups, whatever. For me, it's easy to afterwards grab a couple weights, do a couple sit-ups, do a couple, with the dumbbells, whatever. Just go ahead and make it like a whole workout. And even after, sometimes I would go for a run, right? Because your body warms up. It's the same with success. It's the same with the things you do with your daily task. So, what I try to do right now is I make like a task list of what I have to do tomorrow, right? So I make this the day before. So I put like the task that I'm most, not scared of, but the task that I really don't want to do the most, I'm going to put it at first. Because as soon as I do that, I get like the head of the snake like out of the way. The rest is going to be easy because I already did the thing that I most dislike, right? So it's going to be easy to follow, and that's what he means with small wins add up. It creates momentum, all right, guys? So make small goals, make like very daily goals that you can achieve. Like, for example, if you want to make 3 sales or 5 sales, whatever, I promise you, as soon as you made the 5 sales, you're going to be high on energy. You're going to have like a boost of energy that you're going to want to continue to put in more work, and that's going to make that you're going to be to 7, 8, 9, 10 sales, for example, right? So small wins add up. All right, so that's a very good lesson. Let's see what else. Heartbreak. All right, so like in this lesson, Andrew Tate, I've also seen other videos of Andrew Tate talking about this subject. He talks about heartbreak as a man. So basically, heartbreak, you have to take it as feedback. All right? You have to take it as feedback. Because look, if a woman leaves you and not you leaving her, that's actually good, because that means that you're a master of filter. You're a master at filtering. You're a master at recognizing a waste of time or an actual treasure, right? So that's good. You want to be in the position of control, right? Of controlling whether you are doing the breakup or, the opposite. All right, so basically what I want to tell you guys is that whenever a female breaks up with you that liked you before, you have to take it as feedback. Because if she's breaking up with you, that means that at certain stuff, you're not really where you're supposed to be, or you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing, right? Because if she doesn't if she doesn't believe that you can protect her, for example, because you're not working out, you're not a strong person. If she doesn't believe that you're able to protect her, she has to go to other men for protection. All right. So like, what's the point of being in a relationship with you if she has to go to other men for protection? That doesn't make any sense, right? So that's like the type of stuff why women will leave you, right? If you're broke, if you're not able to, promise her to provide her a good future, a safe place where she can raise her children, and she doesn't have to worry that, the rent's not going to be paid, whatever. If that's the situation, guys, that's like the type of stuff that's going to make her doubt, right? That's like the type of stuff that's going to make her doubt and going to be like, hey, this man is not capable of, giving me a good life. It's not a safe place to have children with this person. And those are stuff that's going to like make sure that eventually she's going to break up with you. If she sees that you're not how do you say that? Taking the action to become better, to change your life, to actually, reach the success that is desired, to create like the safe space, whatever. All right. So you have to take it as feedback, guys. You have to take it as feedback. Take it on the chin, and become better. Make sure you become the best version of yourself, a man of value, and you will see that you will have plenty of women to pick from. It will be easy. And then afterwards, like, you will just have to learn how to filter out the trash and only leave high quality women, right? So that's it. So just a little tip for me. The best way to find like a high value woman is by being a high value man. That's real simple, because you're going to attract it. That's it. Yes, so let's go to the next one. Real quick. All right, so the next they're talking about like how being in shape says a lot, and how it radiates a message. Of course. If you're a strong guy, if you're a big guy, the women, they will feel your presence. They will feel like you're just like an umbrella, all right? You're going to be able to protect them. All right? That's for the female, but for the male as well. If you work out, if you're in shape, if you have a six-pack, people are going to look at you and know that you're disciplined. They know that you have to be respectful. That they know that they have to be respectful towards you, right? Because to be ripped, to have a six-pack, to be strong, you had to have put certain type of work into it, right? Dedication, discipline. So just being strong, it says a lot without saying anything, without saying something verbally. So you can just walk in the room, somebody that's strong, somebody that's a boxer like me, you can see the posture, the shoulders, you know what time it is. You see, this is not Joe Schmo that you can just pick up, do whatever you want. No, you see that this is somebody that's active, right? This is somebody that's ready. So that's like something that radiates very strongly without you having to say anything. So if you're working with clients, you have a business, you're trying to sell a product, whatever, this is going to make a major impact, guys. Just you being in shape is going to have a, impressive increase of sales, of clients, of partnerships, whatever, because people will look to you. People will look to you and they will understand that you're someone that's serious, someone that's disciplined, somebody that they can count on. So just doing something right now, like if you want to make a change, if you want people to take you serious, whatever, something you can do today is just go to the gym, get in the ring, go do some boxing, whatever. Just make sure that you're fit, that you're strong, because that's something that's going to radiate, right? So that's like one of the great the greatest investment you can make, guys. Invest in yourself, and you will see that the return on investment will be limitless, really limitless. All right. So that's a very good lesson by Luke and Andrew Tate and Tristan Tate as well in the real world. You guys probably see like a couple podcasts or interviews by Andrew Tate by now, of course. So you know that this is a message that they really stand by, of course. So very cool. Let's go to the next one. All right, so Luke basically tells us about what to do when you're feeling weak. When you're feeling weak, like guys, we all have those days. We all have those days that you wake up and it's just like, oh, like, I don't really feel like working out today. It's not like really that day. You just feel like low mojo. He calls it mojo. You're low on mojo. All right, guys, these days count twice as much as the regular days. The regular days that you're feeling motivated, you're feeling excited, that's easy. You have momentum with you. The wind is in your back. It's easy to go fast. But the days that you're feeling down, low on mojo, whatever, these days, I promise you, count twice as much. You're twice as important. All right. So yeah, basically, because guess what? Your enemy, your opponent. All right. Somebody that's selling the same product as you in the same business, your competition. These people also have low days. They also have days that they don't feel like doing something, whatever. They're going to put less energy because they have less energy, right? So guess what? Like in a year, there are 365 days. So let's say if 20% of those are like, you know, like low days, like low mojo, low energy days, that's 20% in revenue that's going to be impacted. If you accept that and you just think, oh, it's okay, today I'm going to do less because I have low energy, that's 20%, right? For example. So that's a big deal. That's a big deal. So basically what Luke tells us in the real world is, guys, whenever you have low energy, go out in the sun. All right? Absorb the sun. The sun is limitless energy. That's one. The sun is limited energy. An add-on for me, for my personal expertise, what I have seen in my life is whenever you're feeling down on energy, take a cold shower. A cold shower or a cold plunge. Guys, you know what? Because if you're feeling low on energy, guys, guess what? A cold ice cold water on your body. It's just because your body is an organism. It's going to wake up. You're going to have energy from that because it's going to shock the body, guys. It's an easy cheat code. So if you're working from home, whatever, it's easy for you to just get under the shower and crank it all the way down. That's freezing cold. You're going to have a lot of energy after the shower. I promise you. Go ahead and try it. A second tip from me, from my experience. Guys, I had physics, I had science in the time I went to college, right? I had all that stuff. So even like from a scientifically way, you can explain it that it comes down to this. Energy, movement creates energy. All right? Movement creates energy. All right? It's really simple. So if you're feeling low on energy, you're feeling low on mojo, go move. Go do a workout, whatever. You're going to see it's going to pick up because movement creates energy. That's just something that's proven scientifically as well. All right, guys. So that's like my 2 cents of tips added on to the real world expertise. All right, guys. So the next one on the list is the law of attraction. You guys probably heard of the law of attraction before. Guys, by the way, if you see that the scenery, the lighting is different, it's because my camera actually just got too hot and I had to reset it, right? So it's all good. We back, we rolling. But if you noted like a change in the lighting, that's the reason why. All right, guys. Because normally I do my videos raw and one take, but the camera got too hot, right? I was putting too much fire, that's why. Yeah, so the law of attraction, guys. I'm pretty sure most of you guys already heard about the law of attraction, right? So let's see. Okay, so like to make the law of attraction really simple, it comes down to this. You are a magnet. You are a magnet. And you are only a magnet for the things you think about, the things you talk about, and the things you do, the things you surround yourself with, right? Another example is the law of attraction is the same as your radio. You know, like a FM radio, AM radio, you know, like the classic ones. Your mind is the radio. All right. You know, like back in the day, you had to like, you know, turn the knob, tune to find like the right radio station that you wanted to listen to. And just by tweaking the knob a little bit or like a lot, you would go like to different types of frequencies, radio stations, right? So like, for example, 101.87 FM, whatever, you know, like they have like all these radio stations, and just by the twist of a knob with the antenna, you get to hear like a whole different type of music. So you have to imagine your mind is the radio and the antenna. All right. So the frequency you are in, so the station you're listening to that you tune it to, that's going to decide the stuff you encounter in your life. All right. So let's take the radio, for example, again. So if I'm like at 101.87 FM, for example, if that's like a place where they play house music, like let's say, for example, the radio station, the name of the radio station is House FM, whatever. They're going to be bumping house music the whole day. House music, you know. So if you don't like house music, you don't have to be on that frequency, because you're going to be crazy. You're going to become crazy because all of the house music. It makes sense that you're encountering house music because you're at the house FM. You're at the frequency of the house music, right? All right. So, guys, follow me, right? I know it can get a little complicated. I'm going to try to keep it as simple as possible. Your body is a magnet and antenna for frequencies. All your thoughts, all your actions, all your surroundings have impact on this. All right. So if you're on the Brokey FM, the Brokeyville frequency, whatever, guess what? You're going to have all types of problems. You're going to encounter all types of people that are on the same frequency, because guess what? You're listening to Brokey FM. So you're going to encounter all the stuff that has to do with being broke, right? So if you alter your mindset and you do manifestation, you talk everything about positivity. You talk about, hey, I'm going to buy that Porsche 911, the car. You know, that's my car. And if you really believe it, you're on the frequency of eventually encountering a Porsche 911, the car, because you're on the radio station of Porsche 911, the car, right? So that's, for example, why I like to do stuff. I like to do nice stuff. I like to do good stuff. I like to, smoke cigars. I like to go to the dealerships. I like to, have like intellectual conversations. For me, nothing is expensive. For me, nothing I cannot afford. I can afford everything. I can do whatever I want. All right? That's what you have to believe, because you're deciding which radio station you are at, right? And that's going to decide whether you're going to encounter this stuff or not. You have to be at the right frequency, so the right radio station, to encounter the right things, the things you want. All right, so that's basically the law of attraction. Okay, I can go ahead and take it a step further. If you follow this, I can go ahead and crank it up a notch. All right, guys. So have you guys ever heard of seeing the rice experiment? Love-hate rice experiment. All right, if you haven't, guys, go ahead and you're on YouTube right now. Go ahead and YouTube it. Go on YouTube, go to the search bar, type in rice experiment love-hate. Okay? Love-hate rice experiment. Go ahead and watch it. Okay? You will see that rice soaked in water, stored for a couple of days, 2 pots, 2 of the same pots of the same water rice, all right? One of them is going to have a sticker of love. One of them is going to have a sticker of hate. And the purpose is the one with the sticker of love. You're going to say positive and nice and loving things to the rice. That's what you see in the video, right? Right? And the other one with hate, you're going to say mean and awful stuff to the jar of rice, all right? So if you watched the experiment, if you have watched the experiment, you will see that after a few days or weeks, you will see the difference in the quality of rice. You will see that, like, the one that has received love, positive affirmation, you know, like kind stuff, talking about the love rice jar, you will notice in the video, you will see that it's perfectly intact. It's nice, it's still looking good, it's perfectly fresh, you know, it looks good, right? Especially compared to the to the hate jar of rice. So if you guys have seen the video, you will see that the rice jar with hate, you will see that it will have mold, it will be black, it will be ugly, it will be disgusting. You definitely ain't gonna eat that, right, guys? But the one with love, like, after a few weeks, it still looks good, right? And the reason behind that is because the rice was soaked in water. So there was water in the rice. Rice holds water, right, guys? You of course, you guys know, like if your phone back in the day used to fall in water, for example, or it got wet because of rain, you will put it in a bucket of rice, and basically you would let it stay for a night or so, and the next day your phone would be fine. It would be working. That's basically because the rice absorbs the water. It extracts the water from your device. And that's how it's possible that your phone works the next day, even though it got wet, right? All right, so let's get back on track of what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is really simple. It's basically that if that happens to a jar of rice, what do you think happens to your body? Because guess what, guys? As humans, flesh, blood, we're made of 70% of water. 70% of water, all right? Correct me if I'm wrong. You can Google it right now. I can Google it right now just to be sure. But I always heard it's 70%. It doesn't matter if it's 80% or no, it's 70%. Right, let me go ahead and just double check it for you guys. I don't even know why I'm double checking it. This is like basic knowledge. Everybody should know this, right? How much water is a human made of? All right, so it says around 60%. All right, so it's a bit less. It's still a lot. 60%, that's more than a half water. So if that happens to the jar of rice, the bucket of rice, whatever, what happens to your body? What happens to you? Because it's the water that's reacting to the frequencies. So as soon as you understand that, you come to understand that every single thing is a frequency. Everything is a frequency. It's all frequencies. So as soon as you realize that, you realize the importance of being on the right frequency of whatever you say, whatever you think, whatever you do. Okay, it's all about frequencies, guys. So basically, if you want to elevate, if you want to accelerate like your road to success, you have to make sure that you are on the right frequency. Okay, the right radio station, the rich FM, the wealthy FM, the millionaire FM, the billionaire FM, you know, the yacht, the private jet, the Porsche 911, the car FM, you know. Make sure that you tune in and you tune your frequency, your mind, so that everything you say, everything you think, everything you do is surrounded and decided on the right frequency. It's very important, guys. All right. So this is very awesome from the real world. Okay, guys. It's a very, very important lesson. Okay. So let's go ahead and go to the next one. Oh, matter of fact, guys, I have an appointment in a little bit because I was waiting for my camera to cool down. I also took some time, and this video has been, you know, long already with a lot of valuable information. Guys, if you received any value from this video, go ahead, subscribe, go ahead, like the video, go ahead, leave a comment on the questions I asked during the video, so I know that you watched like the entire thing. All right, guys. But right now I have like a appointment in a little bit, so I think like before I go like talking more, explaining more of the other lessons, I'm just going to call it a day. I'm going to, you know, as soon as I finish with my appointment and with my other stuff, I'm going to continue to learn more, and then tomorrow I'm going to share like the next few lessons with you guys. All right, so once again, guys, thanks for tuning in. My name is Calvin Castillo, Prime Calvin, Prime C Jack 85, and I want to thank you for tuning in. I hope you know, gain a lot of knowledge, a lot of value from this video. Guys, if you're not already subscribed, if you're not already, enroll yourself to the real world of Andrew Tate, because I promise you, of all the stuff that's online, come on, bro, for $50 a month, it's a great place. It's a great place for sure. So guys, that was my message. I'll see you guys at the next video. All right, I appreciate you for watching, and remember, ask yourself every single day, what's one thing you can do to become better today? What's one thing you can do to become a step closer, to get a step closer to your goal, to your dream life? Okay, guys, go ahead, join my community. It's called Primepple. Basically, we only have intellectual conversations in there, dialogues. Okay, we don't talk about the weather. Oh, hey, what are you doing today? Or no, yeah, what are you doing today? But I mean, what are you doing today to become better? Not just talking about soccer, or oh, did you see the news? No, bro, we don't care about that, bro. What we're talking only about stuff that's deep and meaningful. So, for example, what's your purpose on earth? What's something that gets you out of bed? How would you change the future? You know, what's the meaning of love? What's the key to success? You know, like we also talk about frequencies and like the mindset, and it's only about like high quality dialogues, conversation. Okay, the reasoning is I created this community I invented the Primepple. I'm the creator, the founder of Primepple, because basically I noticed I had a really tough time finding the right people around me. And yes, of course, I have a couple millionaire friends and stuff, but just because you're a millionaire doesn't mean you're on the right frequency, you know? Yeah, there's still like a lot of stuff to be learned, okay? And I noticed that with regular friends, whatever, sometimes we still talk about stuff that's not really meaningful, you know, like, you know, about, oh, did you see the game, whatever, and it's not about that, guys. Is it still recording? Bruh, it's not recording. Oh, it looks like my screen, like it's not recording. But if it is recording, guys, thank you for watching. Tune in next time. See you guys.